Good afternoon, everybody. My name is the Panda Photographer, and I want to share this YouTube moment. Sorry, I want to share this YouTube moment where, again, YouTube is just lying to you as a creator, because this is where the conflict of interest on YouTube starts to be questioned. So take what you see here with the grain of salt. I want you guys to look at the view count, because here's the thing. This morning when I made a live stream, right, I saw the real count. It was close to about 180, right? So the top left hand corner is more accurate than the right hand corner on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. Because guess what? After I always go live, I keep the video unlisted or private, because I want to see what YouTube does. So I had it private, and YouTube still started promoting and saying that I was getting these many views for this video when the video was private, because I do this every single time when I do a live stream. I set the settings from live to private, right? And I leave it. In a few hours, or maybe within 2 hours later, YouTube likes to say, hey, there's 1,400 people watching this video, which is a lie, because I just made the video private. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm in the subway, but I just wanted to demonstrate why YouTube is just lying to you. Because this is why you don't believe the analytics on YouTube anymore, because it's nothing but full of shit. Excuse my language, but take it with a grain of salt. I'm showing you guys right now on display how the left hand corner is more accurate than the right hand corner. There's no way that 1,400 people were watching it when, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, after I finished the live stream, I went private. And YouTube kept saying that more people will continue to watch the live stream, which is a lie, because it's private. I do that for Patreon users. See? So if you catch my live streams, once I go live, that live stream, after the live stream, it goes private for 5 days. And then I release it to the public after those 5 days are done. So YouTube, let me get this straight. So even though my video was private after I went live stream, even though I already count the count, because you know the Premise Live Studios app tells you how many people are actually watching the live stream, right? Which is about 176, 180, which is more accurate. Not 1,400 people. This is why I don't believe the YouTube reviews on your account. It's just full of shit. YouTube is just trying to gash your head up and say, hey, this is how many people watch your content. That's a lie, because the analytics and the duration doesn't make sense either. So keep that in mind as well. So when you watch my videos, they're sending bots to my videos and only staying within 3 seconds, 5 seconds. So, and it's not sending the right people that's interested in the content. That's another problem when always going live stream. But take it with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in the subway, and I'm emphasizing this because YouTubers, if you're new to YouTube, I'm not trying to, get your hopes up, but the platform has gotten much harder for you to grow and much harder for you to make money on the platform. They do this on purpose, and I feel like this is deliberate to my channel. All those thousands of fake reviews that I get on my videos, like one day I received almost 10,000 views for one live stream. I knew that was a lie, because the analysts and the durations and the impressions doesn't make sense. They don't add up. So ladies and gentlemen, this is why YouTube sucks at actually promoting your channel and promoting what you do as an artist. They don't give you flexibility. They like to lie to you and say this is how many people watching, which is not the case. So I'm just showing you guys in real time that this is what YouTube does. This is what YouTube does, and they won't stop. Mind you, if you're new to the platform, yeah, it's going to be much harder for you to grow as YouTube make things more complicated and more harder. They say they made it just for you creators, but it's mostly for them to make more money off of your content. Mind you, just the other day, Michael Collins was telling me, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I do not have the option to control what YouTube does when I go live stream. But apparently, what was said that one of my upload videos, they were just spamming, ads, and that's what they do. Just spam, like every 2 minutes, it's a spam, it's an ad. And mind you, when you are in the YouTube editor, when you literally click on mid-roll ads, you see it, like they literally spam your video every 1 minute with ads. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. Like I said, YouTube is trying to take over your channel. And this is how they're going to do it. And even if you opt out of the ads, they're still going to play ads on top of your videos. Even if they demonetize your video, they're still going to play ads on your videos. Because they are in control. They think, yes, and I don't think that's fair, that you demonetize my videos for the wrong reasons, YouTube. You have very bad observational staff on board that's just nitpicking on content. You don't know how to distinguish the First Amendment from the Fourth Amendment when flexing content. It's been a problem on YouTube as a whole, So, ladies and gentlemen, I just think YouTube, and this is why I don't make money. I do not. I repeat. I do not make a lot of money on YouTube. My support comes from the supporters, not YouTube. 90% of my revenue from all my videos come from you, the supporters, the viewers, not YouTube. And I can prove that, YouTube. Every 2-3 months you want to send me a check, and it's not even like $100. It could be $102, $106. It could be exactly $100.36 right on the dot, because you have to make that $100 threshold. Like I said, everyone, it's like YouTube is playing these games with your mind and trying to convince you that this is how many people are watching your videos, when that's not the case. There's no way 1,400 people are watching my live stream this morning, because my app, the Prima Studios Live app, tells me only 176 people were watching this morning. And then probably were bots coming in and out. Duration was 3 to 5 seconds. That doesn't make sense either. So, and this is why I need to talk to an audience one-on-one. No fancy video gimmicks, just the realization of the analytics that's on YouTube now. This is why people are trying to move on to different platforms and trying to figure out what is best for my audience. It's not about making money. It's like you really want an audience to see your content, and YouTube is not giving you that option to get that audience to your channel. They're sending other audience that they favor, they think, and it's in their power, that they think this is for you when it's not. Some of your audience, some of the people in your audience, it's toxic. Some of them don't understand. Some people are saying, why am I watching this video? I was recommended this video, I don't know why. Some people do that and come in here and they just click on it and just want to know why this video was recommended to them. Yeah, that's what YouTube does. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say YouTube lies to you. Don't trust what YouTube's analytics or the numbers say in your account. It's all fake numbers. The view counts are fake. I just prove it right here in 2 screenshots of the same video. It's just fake. It's a lie. And it's very disgusting that YouTube does this and put this in your head, which is disgusting, YouTube. This deception. And this is deception on an education level. This is disgusting as a creator level. This is disgusting as a person that's trying to be transparent on a level with the audience. So now I have to be transparent with my audience to show YouTube, hey YouTube, this is the biggest mistakes that you're doing. It's so obvious. This is why I screenshot it, because YouTube likes to change the numbers sometimes. It goes up and down, and sometimes they play more. No. Sometimes they play with even the like button. One day you see you have 9 likes, right? The next hour you see you have 7. It's YouTube playing these like button games too. So don't believe also the thumb button up either. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, it's just disgusting that YouTube is doing it. And they're not going to stop doing it, everybody. This happens to every channel, even the Proteus channel. That's why you see those billion views on everyone's channel. I bet you 30%, 40% of those are fake. Because YouTube is sending bots. No one's communicating when I'm live streaming. How is it that I had 46 people in my live stream this morning, but the only 2 people that was conversating were the people that were saying, hello, I'm from blah, 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 and that was it. Are you kidding me? No one's communicating? Yeah, this is why I question the view count. But take it with a grain of salt, everybody. I'm a dependent photographer, and I just think YouTube in 2025 and going on to 2026, it's just playing these games with your head. So don't believe the view count. So, ladies and gentlemen, support your creators, support your, mind you, I'm not an influencer. I'm not. I'm a photographer, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a consultant, and this is what YouTube does. It's just terrible wrong to play with your mindset, your mental health. And this is the things we have to go through every day. The deception, the lies. YouTube, why can't you just be straight up with me and tell me the truth? This is how many views I'm getting. This is how many views. I'd be satisfied with that number. But with that said, everyone, this is why I don't believe I have like 6,680 subscribers. There's no way. And only just the same people talking among each other. And mind you, it's not just the same people. It's just like the fact that like when you have like this number of like 80 people in your live stream, you telling me only two people are communicating out of 80 people? You get a question like, is that really 80 people or 80 bots? So take it with a grain of salt, everybody. My name is Independent Photographer. Like I said, I'm a photographer, documentarian, independent filmmaker, independent journalist, documentarian, your consultant. And I think this is just disgusting how YouTube is trying to play with my head, which I know you can't fool me, YouTube. This is why I'm sharing this story. I just think you need to do a better profession, I think you need to do a better profession when giving the creators the honest reason to stay on your platform. And honestly, it just makes YouTubers, well, I guess it makes new YouTubers not realize that they in for a battle to try to get their channel monetized. Because now it's a battle. Now YouTube says, oh, we're going to make it easier for you. Really? But there's some rules that you guys got to, apply to. So read the guidelines and the new rules. And you'll be surprised what you find out in those new guidelines and rules. You're going to be like, oh, wow, I just given away my channel to YouTube, basically. I'm selling YouTube my channel. So, and that's what I read when I read the guidelines now and the new policies. I'm basically giving all my rights to YouTube to do whatever they want to my channel. That's what those guidelines are saying. And the new policies in place in terms of service. You're basically giving YouTube the right to take over your channel because they own you. Basically what that says. So you should read it sometime. You can be like, oh shit, it does literally say in my face, like they have the right to have ownership of your channel and do what they want. They can literally spam the crap out your YouTube channel with spam and ads. This is why the audience don't want to stick around. They don't want to see ads. So take it with a grain of salt, everybody. And you guys have a good day, alright? My name is Panda. Enjoy the rest of your day.